Are we back? Hold on, I'm doing the thingy again. Oh my goodness, Heath and Creedon are here. Is Miller here? Because there's something funny to say about what Miller just said. Oh shit, the thing is still on the screen. I found the GitHub thing, that's good. Miller said Mommy walked in. He was pretty close to the truth, but I deleted the VOD just in case. Oh my goodness. What an oracle. He knows me so well. Anyway, we should be fine now, everybody. Is this on? I'm assuming everybody can hear me. I don't have to check again. Creedon was trying to get me to talk about Pokemon Champions. And I was talking about Farigiraf. Farigiraf. No, it's Farigiraf. And it has anti-priority, what do you call it? Stakes? What would you call that? Abilities? You can't use Bullet Punch on it, and these fucking Sneaslers can't use Fake Out, and you just Twin Beam them, and they're dead in an instant. So that's pretty good. Ever since I added that to my team, my Trick Room turn 1, Mega Aggron's there to fuck things up too, is some championship stuff. But there's a full counter to my team, which is when they do Rain, but not with Pelipper. Though Pelipper does fuck me up pretty bad too, because I got Sneasler and Machamp on, and one Hurricane kills both of them. But the real problem is Politoed Rain, because they always lead with Basculegion too, and they double Muddy Water, and then I'm just dead. Even though I probably should put Wide Guard on something other than Machamp, though I don't think Farigiraf can learn Wide Guard. But that would help. And I didn't think about that until just now, but I probably should have. How goes Syrup Village, Miller the Killer is asking? 2 chapters, so, pretty good. I haven't done anything yet this month, alright? So don't expect any updates from my great PowerPoint. There were 3 football games today and yesterday. And I had to do something else yesterday. What was I doing? Can I even remember? Did I go some? Oh yeah, I went to a football game yesterday. One of those 3 games. That's what I was doing yesterday. And then today, I woke up. I finished my short that we talked about on the now deleted VOD, so that's upsetting. And then there were 3 football games, and then I decided to stream. Oh, and I watched a Mad Men episode in between because I can't help myself and I'm no good at things. Anyway, so Syrup Village will be coming down the pike, the turnpike, but it's just not happened yet. Unfortunate. Now, sadly, we didn't get through all the tweets on the last one, so we have to go through that again. It is wild that Jillian Darmody isn't in the pilot of Boardwalk Empire at all. This is true. The pilot of Boardwalk Empire is actually 3 episodes, I found out. But, I've been watching that too if you didn't watch my great PowerPoint, so doesn't leave a lot of time for Syrup Village. Oh my goodness, the other most recent thing was April 26th, which was the Revolutionary Girl Utena movie. Anybody watch the great Hulk Hogan documentary? We can do 15 minutes on it. We definitely talked about this last time we streamed. I actually wrote down, how goes Mario Galaxy? It is also not continued. Miller the Killer doesn't watch the PowerPoints, but I did talk about it a little bit there. I've still only done 2 sessions of Mario Galaxy, but I didn't pair those Wii remotes back with that Wii, which took me half an hour for nothing. So we're going to be playing this fucking silly game. Now, I made notes, because there was just so much to talk about. Nate podcast character ranking, shorts, PowerPoints, Boardwalk Empire, and can you believe my favorite Serbian lesbians are reacting to that piece of shit show, Night of the Seven Kingdoms? You know what's crazy? I think they uploaded publicly Jujutsu Kaisen episode 1 today. And they're on like episode 20 something on this Patreon. I've been getting notifications for this shit for like 3 months. So that's crazy. You think you're only getting like 2 weeks ahead or something when you subscribe on Patreon? If you love Jujutsu Kaisen, you're going to get 20 fucking videos. That's some crazy stuff. And let's be honest, guys, Mad Men is finished, right? Don't listen to this season 7 episode 2 shit. They've seen all the episodes and they had for like a week. And there's 2 Night of the Seven Kingdoms ones. I can't even bring myself to watch it. I'm so embarrassed and ashamed. But anyway, that's the great strategy here. My IRL watched the drama. Me IRL, maybe, Creedon means, and liked it a lot. Said it resonated with him. Oh, I think Creed means my IRL friend. I mean, I don't know. That movie was just okay. We gave it a 3.5 star, and that's pretty low for me. I have like 50 Naruto chapters yet left. They're talking about something now. No, we can't say that. Alita rewatches these VODs. But that's crazy. Miller the Killer sure should talk to me in DMs about that later. But oh my god, Miller the Killer. What is the fucking channel even called? Help me out here. That's the Nate podcast called? If I really thought about it, could I figure it out? Genius. It's some mere math of a thing. I think I need a link. Ari watches these VODs. It's true, Creedon. It's a frightening thought, but it is the case. Best guy ever. Oh, internet genius. I didn't think that was the name. Is it even going to pop up? I saw it only had like 500 views. Oh, genius. United Internet Genius Conference. That's what Twig stood for? Oh my god, here it is. I watched like an hour and a bit of this while I was watching football games. They're just literally talking about modern games they think aren't terrible. And they're all like, you know, it was really hard to come up with something post PS4 era that was actually good. And then they spent an hour talking about Slay the Spire 2, which they made fun of Nate for liking roguelikes because roguelikes are lame and bad design philosophy or something. And they've just started talking about how Mario Maker is okay maybe if you think about it for a second. And also there was this intro where he made a PCP university, not even university, just a PCP reference. Look, everybody remembers this great background. This is iconic to our childhoods. And by childhoods, I mean our 2019s. So that's just crazy. And, I don't know, it's fine so far. I'll probably listen to the rest. Why did he put the teaser intro channel on? Why didn't he put the teaser/intro video on the same? It's funny. So this is all on a separate channel because Nate always makes a separate channel for everything. It is funny. I saw this recommended and I'm like, is this a Nate video? Just because I saw the stupid Gurren Lagann sunglasses and it looks like an icon he would make. So first of all, that it knew enough to recommend this to me, and then it, like, I knew enough to recognize the iconography are two kind of crazy things. But also, Miller saw it somehow, too. So, I don't know. Maybe Miller cheated and saw Nate tweet about it or something, but not I. Roguelikes are like the greatest games of all time, so sad they're the biggest time wasters, too. True, they didn't like... They're both the guests, one of which is like his editor and the other of which is some game reviewer. They, oh, my neck. They were both like, oh, yeah, we don't like games without, like, goals or something. And I was like, that sure is an opinion. And, yeah, so I don't know. They didn't like roguelikes. Roguelikes are fun. I like that Bull X Pit game because there's no dialogue and I don't have to do any listening or thinking. I can just listen to my YouTube video and do something with my hands for 40 minutes. So Miller the Killer might be onto something with these silly roguelike video games. But I just can't wait for them to talk about Clair Obscur Expedition 33. And I wonder if Nate has played it or not. You know, sadly, I think he would probably like it, so that's upsetting. Oh my god, anime larpers annoy this guy, and it's Emiru when she didn't know what Ice's Mitika's name was or something, and then it's Mr. Beast. This is crazy. Do you think we should watch this great video? Maybe after we do our great anime sorter. Lyrical Lemonade, says Creedon. I don't know what that means. Does Nate like the French game? I don't know yet. He never tweeted about it, but you would think he would play it, right? It's like a JRPG that got really popular that people said was good. Or he'll be a bastion of good taste, and he'll say, this shit's overrated AF. The acting's bad. That's the reason why we don't like that game.
Fit everybody.
Now, why would you... Maya didn't do nothing. And yes, I can recognize her even in the outfit, you know. I'm just no Twitch girl so well. But, like, this is like a thing Emiru does on her stream. She gets her non-anime fans to dress up for her so they can be cute or something. So, obviously, Maya doesn't know what an anime is. Oh my god, that's the sound effect.
Who are you? Say who you are.
Asa, I'm Asa.
True, and then she said it really bad and it was really wrong. Wait, there's no way this is just clips, right? This is going to be a guy with an annoying voice.
Anime larpers are
Oh my goodness, I knew it.
genuinely baffling. In the past few years,
Baffling! You guys are all larpers in chat. I never seen any of you watch an anime. I feel like I've heard this guy's voice, or does he just sound like 7 other people? Anime's biggest LARPer is just going to be, oh my god, look, it's the great Logan Paul, everybody's favorite wrestler is in the background here. He really loves Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece. Oh, well, the screen's fucking up again. Anime ship is annoy this guy. That's upsetting. Looks like this guy gets very annoyed. The John Kaizen problem. There's nobody called John in Jujutsu Kaisen. Anime tourists annoy me. But these guys were good. They came back. Oh, it's the anime man. True, we don't like that guy. Why the JJK fandom sucks? Is that true? The only JJK fan I know is Elite RE. Oh, well, Attack on Titan. 5 anime better than the manga. Well, that's certainly not true. What a terrible opinion. Anyway, I can't look at any more. Well, look at this. We're spasming out here. I'm surprised we can... anything's happening. Anyway. Talk about Pokemon ZA. I haven't played it in months. Is that unfortunate? Ari watched 4 episodes this week, so lazy. Wait, did he upload his video? Are we going to react to it? Farewell, Little Garden. Did he love it? We can't watch this on stream. Why is it only 13 minutes? Let's react to it on stream. Fuck it. Miller the Killer's going to leave if we don't watch it. Oh, we're literally stealing Elite RE's core viewership.
Stream production.
I'm trying to play this video. Elite RE's... All Elite RE is nowadays is advertisements and blind praise for boring seasonal anime. Has anybody else noticed this? Anyway. Dude scheduled a video and upload. It is embarrassing. Elite RE does do that a lot.
Week another set of One Piece episodes. This time, episode 75 to 78.
Bro, we love this great bop Elite RE's always got in the background.
For a brief recap, this was the wrap-up of the Little Garden. Sorry, I keep calling it Little Island because it's an island and it's little.
Bro, why would you call it Little Island?
Big, but you have the point. But
Elite RE loves Love Island and he's getting them confused in his head. Little Garden deserves multiple hours. It is true. Little Garden is the best Alabasta arc, of course.
Little Garden is wrapped up now, as far as I'm understanding. And we've departed now for Alabasta. And we end these set of episodes with Nami being sick.
This guy doesn't know nothing about nothing.
On the boat, and then running into what looks to be a jester, like a Robin Hood kind of figure with like a bow and arrow or something, that is standing on the ocean. Oh my god, how is he doing that? I truly have no idea, but that's the summary. But
that is true. That does happen. I forget these Alabasta happenings, you know?
We can go straight into what happened. So there's like 2 different parts here. There's the wrapping up the Little Garden, and then there's all the stuff afterwards, which is not that much. So the majority will be on this wrapping up section. But the first thing to say is that the fight with Mr. 3 has wrapped up. So this is something that last time I was talking about.
Man, Mr. 3, he had wax powers, and Zoro was gonna pose. That was pretty funny. And then Luffy one-shotted him, and that was really cool. And then the great reveal that the 2 mountains were the old things they were fighting over, which is the coolest moment in all of One Piece.
So, oh my goodness, I'm so excited to see how it wraps up. I'm very invested. I really hated Mr. 3, I think was his name, that's right. And he had harmed our characters. He had destroyed this 100-year-long fight between these 2 giants.
True.
I hated him so much. And I have to say, unfortunately, this wrap-up stuff was very... The feeling that I had was just like...
Elite RE's an idiot. Anybody ever noticed that?
I was just annoyed. I was going to say I think it is like a pacing thing. Like the pacing has bothered me for the first
True, it's the anime salt. Okay, Elite RE's back.
But I also don't think it's quite a pacing thing. It might just be like
Elite RE's a fucking idiot. Anybody ever noticed that?
An adaptation issue. The point is that like the beginning part of this first episode where we're like getting back into the fight, or continuing the fight if I just watch these all the way through, Luffy shows up at the end of the last episode. And then now it's just like the villains, our like squad of villains here, our 3 villains, and then what's her name? Not Miss Olsen.
Of course they can't do nothing. It's Monkey D. Luffy.
It's Golden Week. They're just like standing there talking for so long, and the whole time I'm just wondering like, what is Luffy doing at this point? Like Zoro has already told him to like knock down the tower or whatever, or like help us out basically.
I'm sure that Luffy made a joke about, are you guys just gonna talk? Or something.
And Luffy's just like standing there. You can see in the image there. He's just standing there for like, I don't know, like 3 minutes or something. I'm like, what's going on here? Now, yeah, like I said, I thought initially this would be like a pacing thing, like, oh, what, they're gonna pat it out or something like that. But I think my guess would be that this is probably, let me take a step back. It probably is a miracle that like manga can be adapted so successfully over like such a broad range of like different stories.
That's like your opinion, bro. I don't think it's been a successful anything.
Into anime. It is really impressive because you have a lot of situations like this where very clearly I could imagine, now it would be crazy if this was filler, but I could imagine this.
Elite RE did have a complaint about this in Naruto, remember? He was mad that they were talking so loudly in the tuning exam hall. I was literally just about to say, man, I really hate RE, but sometimes he can be so cute. Well, Creedon loves Elite RE, it's true. Creedon's a Mushoku Tensei person, so, you know, can't be helped. Yeah, One Piece is no JJK. It is unfortunate.
Chapter in the manga where there's a bunch of pages basically of these villains talking, okay? And then after that, then we swap to, say, Luffy's perspective, and we'll see him kind of trying to save Zoro or something like that, right? Zoro and obviously Vivi and Nami. But the problem is that, like, within a manga, the passage of time is variable, right? Like, it goes as fast as you read, and it feels different. There is no, like, ticking clock, like for an anime, where the time is constantly going by as, like, we're doing things. And at the same time, when certain things are happening in a certain location within the scene, I'm also wondering what's happening at the other location in the scene. So while these characters are talking in the anime, I'm thinking, what is Luffy doing during these, like, minutes? Like, I just saw him, he's, like, doing something off screen. What is he? And he's just standing there, like, what the hell's going on? In a manga, it like doesn't bother me at all. Like, I'd just be like, okay, whatever. There's like a dialogue section of the manga, and I'll just imagine times
Imagine watching this this much anime and not getting that it takes up 0 time. True, Illyria just doesn't know how to watch anime correctly.
frozen for Luffy at this point. Maybe they're speaking like super fast or something like that.
Bro, why is he bleeding out of his nose? It doesn't make any sense. That's Illyria right now. Isn't that an Aaron from Blind Wave thing? Illyria is very similar to Aaron from Blind Wave when you think about it.
But yeah, so
I'm very similar, if you think about it, to Eric from Blind Wave. I'm the leader.
I don't know. It's a minor thing. It was just like it annoyed me a little bit, and I don't
People get disappointed when I'm not there.
necessarily think it is like a pacing.
Imagine watching a Jackie Bacon and a Leader discussion on Orb of the movements of the whatever. Sounds boring.
I think it's more like an adaptation thing, but who knows? That's the first thing. Now, yeah, the next thing is to say that for all the other villains, we've already met them and talked about them. The only one we hadn't met up until this point was Miss.
True, this girl makes you depressed. No, I think I'm confusing her with a later character. Wait, she does make you depressed, right? But then that does happen to Usopp again way later.
Golden Week, which she has like her little section here. She basically is a master of colors or something like that, and her ability is that whenever she like paints a certain color, it like forces a certain mood on someone.
I'll tell you what. These, I did remember this girl. Like, I remember her and her umbrella. Until Illyria showed this guy, like, recently, I had completely forgotten this guy existed. So, you know, One Piece
Already met
sucks.
them and talked about them. The only one we hadn't met up until this point was Miss Golden Week,
Characters aren't memorable.
which she has like her little section here. She basically is a master of colors or something like that, and her ability is that whenever she like paints a certain color, it like forces a certain mood on someone. And this was like mildly interesting. I think to me, the one thing that I made like one note about her because I didn't really have much to say, which is that I really didn't respect her outfit last time. I don't think I even mentioned it, or if I did, I really didn't talk about it. But it is kind of crazy. Like it's probably the wackiest outfit that I've seen. My favorite outfit is probably like Arlong in his like little bucket hat. That was very funny. But this one is like kind of crazy. She's got like the giant pink hat, the cloud like blue sky shirt, this like green necklace with these giant sneakers. Like it's kind of crazy. But I don't know. It's really all I have to say about her. The other thing to say is that like her and Mr. 3 at the end of this set of episodes, they basically run into Luffy, and Luffy like calls out which of the fake like wax people is Mr. 3, and he like kicks him
Bro, he took 1 second, he punched that guy in the face.
and knocks him out or something, I'm guessing. And then the Karoo or whatever, the duck, goes and attacks Miss Golden Week. And I'm just thinking like, what happened after that? Like we don't see them again. I get like the implication to me is probably that they're just stuck there
Bro doesn't understand cutaways now.
on the island, and I would assume that we're probably going to see them again in the future. Like maybe there will be an ongoing cast of like maybe there'll be like a recurring villain. Like maybe Mr. 3 will be like embarrassed by what happened here, and even after Baruch Works is like dismantled or something, he will be chasing our straw hat pirates all across the Grand Line or something. That'd be really cool. But I don't know, it kind of just got left ambiguously. Like I guess the thing is that like this is not that uncommon, right? Like, this happens in pretty much every arc. Where like at the end, like something happens to a character. Most famously for me, like what happened to Arlong. Like Arlong gets defeated, but then what happens afterward, I don't know. But it could be plausible that maybe the Marines like came and arrested him or something like that. Whatever. In this situation, it's like there's no Marines here really, like on this island specifically.
Bro doesn't even know they cooked Arlong and ate him at the celebration afterwards. It was very upsetting. It's not cannibalism per se, but it is a little racist.
There's like the Baruch Works like it doesn't even know that they're still on the island. They think they're like the part of the Grand Lines. It's not like they're gonna come and get them. They can't go back because they failed. Like what are they gonna do? It feels weird. I don't know. Unless there is more to it, I'm like that's a strange ending. But I feel like there probably will be more to it. But yeah, that's Miss Golden Week and Miss 3. Then we have Sanji, who we got his little journey that he went on.
True, I also forgot Sanji was on Little Garden, but he was like separated from everybody the whole time, I think. Or does he get made into a statue with Zoro later too?
These set of episodes. So
I feel like that's Nami and Vivi, right?
while we had all our main stuff and fighting the Mr. 3 and friends and the wax candle, it was waxifying all our characters. Sanji was going on his little journey, and he ended up basically, it turns out that he was waiting on the ship the whole time, which is very fun.
Oh, true, and then he gets a phone call.
But also, he found Mr. 3's temporary hideout, and he was just chilling there drinking tea, and this was very great. I like this a lot. It was awesome. And then the vulture and the animal that rides the vulture, I couldn't quite remember or tell what it was. It was like a little dog or like a bear. Like, I have no idea what it was. A rabbit? I don't know. But he killed them, like, viciously and violently, and unequivocally they are dead. He snapped the vulture's neck, and the other one, that other animal was, like...
I don't remember this at all. This could be delicious.
Slammed against the wall by his, like, kick, and there was blood smeared against the wall. And oh my goodness, it is sometimes crazy where, you know, people like Arlong survive, people like Mr. 3 survive, and then we got these two random characters who are viciously murdered and graphically murdered. So it is kind of crazy.
Oh, wait, maybe I remember this vulture or something.
It was great. I like this little Sanji.
They're like flying around with messages.
And then finally, on this little garden stuff, we have the giant. Now I can't remember.
Didn't
who it was.
Sanji
I
get a
can't remember either
phone
of the names. One
call?
was Groggy. It wasn't Groggy.
Or am I confusing something? Anyway, let me read. Mr. Gems has showed up. Stream is back. I didn't even know it was gone. You missed out on some things. Yeah, what's wild about Golden Week is that she doesn't have a devil fruit. She's just that good. True. One Piece has too many episodes. How can you possibly remember every character? Well, I started out by not watching any episodes, I'll tell you that much. You gotta read the cover stories, bro. It's true. Bro thinks Mr. 3 is Team Rocket. Yeah, he's misinterpreting which characters are Team Rocket. Otur. That's the author.
Froggy, whatever. One of them survived. Okay. Oh my goodness. Last time, and now we found out that the other one is also alive and he didn't die.
True, a leader. Never
crazy.
mind, we can't make that joke.
I was
yet.
definitely not expecting this. I did think that this guy was dead, but he wasn't. And I think it's like perfectly fine. I guess. Like I could see this annoying a lot of people. This is like a thing where it's like I think
Rick stood up and left when this happened. I
starting to
guess they're not up to it yet. But
reframe
we
now.
can look forward to it.
Like especially with this death, which it seemed to me like he was definitely dead. It does reframe the show to me to be one where death isn't confirmed unless there's literally like a funeral scene or something like that. This is definitely one of those shows. There are shows like that out there, right? It's not necessarily a bad thing or anything like that. Like it is fun sometimes when a character you think is dead comes back to life. But yeah, I think I'm not going to probably take the deaths seriously going forward. Well, I will take them seriously, but I'll think like it's not really 100%, it's probably like 90% dead or whatever until we actually get like a big mourning scene or a big funeral scene or whatever. But yeah. But besides that, for the Giants, we got a little bit
Don't say things like that, Heath.
backstory. We learned that they are considered or called the Giant Warrior Pirates, and they came to ruin this band of pirates because a little normal girl, like a little human girl, basically asked the two leaders here of the pirate group which one of them caught the bigger monster, basically, and that caused this big feud. And the whole, I'm assuming the whole pirate band got disbanded or something, and this ended up on eventually what led them to this island, I'm guessing, or how they ended up here. Or I guess they were already here when the
There's
monster
no
was
way
kind of-
he
when
doesn't mention the Great Mountains, right?
two monsters were caught or whatever. So I guess the feud started here and the feud is ending here or something like that. But yeah, so that was interesting. And I liked it. It was a good joke. I thought it was very funny. Where they're like, they started
Little bro didn't even mention the mountains.
off very seriously this backstory where they're like, there was the band of the giant pirates or whatever, and it all came to ruin because of one little girl. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that's crazy. And then you find out it's just like a joke or whatever. It was really good. So I liked it. The other thing we learned is that there is a limit to their
It's not a joke.
strength, which is obvious, right? Like they managed to get waxified in this set of episodes, but they specifically call out the blood-stained snake. They say, and I have a quote here, the only thing we can't penetrate is the blood-stained snake. So that's interesting, is that we're gonna see a blood-stained
What is this, some filler shit? I don't remember that at all.
one day. The question to me is more so, what is like the blood-stained snake? Because that's a name that could be like the name of like a type of snake, like a literal snake. It could be the name of an organization, you know, so it could be like they're talking metaphorically. It could be the name of a single person. It could be like the name of a ship or something like that, like the ship they used to ride on when they were pirates or something like that. It could be anything, but I'm assuming probably that is literally a blood-stained snake. And I hope we get to see it one day, and I could be like, oh my god, that's that snake they talked about that they couldn't penetrate, and how on earth is Luffy gonna beat this thing? But yeah, and then the final thing with the Giants is that they take down a giant goldfish, and it was very giant, and it was very cool, and they took it down, and I really liked it that the
Hold on.
Straw Hats were,
Wait, no, the goldfish is the thing when they're leaving. He's still not going to bring up the mountains.
they listened to the Giants' advice, and they said, or their word, I guess, when the Giants told them, just keep sailing forward no matter what, and Luffy did keep sailing forward no matter what, and I was very glad. I'm like, hell yeah, you know, they respect these Giants. Now, the final thing to say about these Giants is that I'm going to miss them. Oh my goodness, I hope we see them again one day. This was, like, I guess I can reflect on, like, Little Garden as an arc here. I definitely enjoyed it. This was a really good arc. I think the Giants, like, the addition of the Giants into the elements of the story, like, oh my god, there's Giants now. I like that a lot. It really makes the world feel much bigger than it was before. Not literally, you get what I mean, like, metaphorically or whatever. But I do like them as characters as well, and I really do hope we see them again one
But
day.
the giants are literal, and they're big. Hold on. All the killer's saying something. Dory survived because their weapons were blunt. Genius. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember the details. Does he work out the parallels Zoro and Sanji having their hunting competition? You know, maybe that was a thing. Lamau, the snake thing is relevant and in every theory video. Well, it was fake if I don't remember it.
Or I hope that eventually when we go to Elbaf or whatever, which I assume is the current arc, right? I hope that they get mentioned. And it's like, oh, do you remember Froggy and Dory or whatever their name? I don't remember the names of it, but oh my god, I hope Luffy mentions them.
Bro, Alita, he's not even 100 episodes in, and he's already forgotten Broggy and Groggy's names or whatever they are.
Moment of acknowledgement by the Giants that live there. It's gonna be cool. So yeah. Then we have setting sail for Alabasta. So we have finally set sail. We got a log pose, or a, what do you call it? Not a permanent log pose. Was it a permanent log pose? Whatever. It had some name for it, but true. They are setting sail and finally heading there. And
Bro doesn't know about the infinite log pose. What do you think the actual term is? The permanent? Oh no, isn't that what Alita just said? He doesn't even know about the I feel like it's not even log pose, right? It's like something pose. Miller the Killer's going to tell us in a second. Eternal pose. See, I got there. Why would you ever see Broggy and Dory again? They're fighting there forever. True.
And, oh my goodness, Nami is sick. But apparently the others haven't been sick before, which is a kind of crazy reveal. And when I say others, I mean I think it was Sanji, Zoro, Sanji, Luffy, and Usopp. I think have just never been sick before, which is like a wild thing. I don't know if that's just, it probably is just the joke, but it is also like that's really interesting. Like, do people just not get sick that much in this universe or something like that? I have no idea.
Alita is always getting sick. He relates to Nami.
Yeah, but yeah. The funniest bit, however, was when they learn that Nami is sick, when Vivi tells them, and it is like utter chaos when they hear the words, like she might die or something like that is what Vivi says. And like everyone is freaking out. Like Sanji is absolutely wailing and Luffy is freaking out, like doing all these motions with his hand, and Usopp and Karu are just running back and forth, and it is absolutely hilarious. It was great. Yeah, and then we end these set of episodes with the Jester on the water with a bow
True, this guy.
an arrow or like something on his back. And I just truly have absolutely no idea what this could be. My initial thought was that, oh my god, it's in a mirage or something like that, but I don't think it is. I don't think there's any missing numbers when it comes to Baruch Works. Actually, I think there's Mr. 1, right? We haven't heard about Mr. 1. This could be Mr. 1, I guess. But yeah. So I truly just have no idea. Unless it's like a filler arc or something, because they are journeying. That would be like a good time to
Stop
do like
laughing
a
at
filler arc.
Alita's
Oh, another
theories.
thing. This is like completely independent. So spoilers if you're watching this and you don't know anything about the other anime coming up, because I know certain things. Like I've heard certain things about this story generally. And I know that like Nami is sick and they're going to look for a doctor. And I'm almost
Oh my god, Alita, he's a genius.
confident that I know the doctor, and it is Chopper, right? Like that's a character I've heard of, a character I know. This is like the last member of the Straw Hat crew, besides like Nico Robin, who I know. Like this is like the crew that I know. Like it is whatever, Sanji, I don't know why I said Sanji, but Sanji, Luffy, Usopp, Zoro, Nami, and then we've got Nico, Robin, and then Chopper. This is like my group of characters that I know. I don't know any
Clearly, he doesn't know anything about
others
anyone.
beyond that. Like, I don't know if I could possibly actually know the, like, I actually know, I know there's like a skeleton guy or something, but I don't know if that's like,
Ugh.
it feels weird to me that he would be like a member of the crew, so maybe not. But anyway, I'm rambling at this point, but true, Chopper is coming up, is what I feel like. So this guy could be working on that island that Chopper's on, and I don't know anything about Chopper's like situation, like where he is and what if he's like an actual doctor or they're just using him as a doctor on the crew or something. I have no idea, but we'll see, I guess. That brings me to my miscellaneous notes, and there's a few of them. When I say a few, I mean literally 3. The first one is
Oh no!
that the beginning of episode 76, which I think is the second episode in this batch, it starts with 5 minutes of recap. Like very, very, at least in my opinion, very unnecessary recap.
Alita, he doesn't like a recap.
I don't know why. Maybe there was like a break in the broadcasting. Like maybe they took a week off and this was airing or something like that, but it was really weird. So yeah, typically there is a week recap at the beginning, but it's typically like 1 or 2 minutes, right? This is like a whole 5-minute chunk of just like, this is what happened on this arc so far. Maybe it's because it's like the final episode of the arc or something like that, and they just wanted to like do a big summary of what happened. I have no idea, but it was weird. The second
Time to switch over to the manga, Alita.
miscellaneous note is that we find out about Nothing at All Island, which is like the island we learned about recently, which is the island right before Alabasta, and apparently it's just a giant piece of poop from a goldfish, which is interesting. It was a cool reveal. I don't have much more to say beyond that, but I thought it was worth noting. And the final thing to say is that we learned about Mr. 2, who is Bon Clay, which is a character name I've definitely heard of before, which is the person on the screen here. But I don't
Alita, he's been spoiled to everything.
have anything to say beyond I've definitely heard his name before, and that's it. But that's my entire One Piece review. Yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe right now, and see you next time.
Well, we successfully stole that
I
content.
like making.
You know, I didn't even finish watching Alita Ree's character rankings. I got like 20 minutes in. But then I realized this is something you can't really watch passively because he goes through it so quick. And sometimes he'll say a character name. I'll be like, oh yeah, I know that character, but you can't think of it until you see the visual image. So, you know, that was annoying. But anyway. Well, he knows all the Straw Hats. Is that true? My goodness, we cannot confirm nor deny. So did Ari watch the filler for Naruto Next or what? Alita Ari did indeed send me a message today. He said he had finished the Naruto episodes and he had watched 1 episode of filler, which I'm assuming is episode... Oh, actually... No, actually, I'm not supposed to say. Alita Ari didn't want to know what was filler. I think he knows that in the 20 episodes, there was 1 episode of filler. But I don't want to say which one it is because we might reveal it and it might be a funny reveal when we do the video. But then he did say he watched 1 episode of filler, which might mean he watched the next episode after which finished, which I think is the Kakashi mask episode. And then after that, there's a 4-episode arc that is all filler. So I'm assuming he hasn't watched that 4-episode arc. He said he might watch it, but he'll keep me updated for when we actually are recording. Because I still have only watched 4 episodes in total. So, and you know, I don't want to watch it, so I'm dragging... what do you call it? Dragging what? Dragging your balls? That's not the metaphor, right? But I'm dragging this sack along. So if I take long enough, maybe Alita you will watch it, so you'll know. Lamau, he didn't realize that Nami's voice actress got replaced for this arc because she was pregnant. Now that's crazy. Alita needs to open his goddamn ears. Also, why is Alita not here? Is he playing games with his loser friends again? That would be embarrassing. Subscribe right now, Kyle. I'm subscribed. Look, I got the bell. Well, actually, I don't got the bell, but you know, it's something. Are you the kind of person to watch on 2x speed on mute with his eyes closed? No, that was Jarky Bacon for our Serial Experiments Lane discussion. Surely the filler is extremely obvious? Yes, I think it's extremely obvious, but Alita has assumed filler before. And I think he got it right. I think he figured out that that Naruto getting chased by bulls into the arena for the tuning exams was indeed filler. But the filler is extremely obvious, I think. So, but whatever, will. Dragon D's nuts is what Mr. Gems is implying here. So that's crazy. Now, let's see if we can sort these anime characters. I should probably get my lists up, but let's just go. So when we're ranking these characters, for the series that are only good in the manga, so Attack on Titan and Berserk. Oh, should we even do Naruto stuff? We want Alita to watch this, but we don't want him to see character designs. So should we keep Naruto off the list? But you can't keep Naruto off the list. So silly Alita can't watch. What if we just do Naruto? Oh no. Why am I hearing myself? Shut up. Is upsetting, but we've got to include Naruto characters. What are we doing here? Let's put One Piece on here too. So for the things that are better in the manga, or the things I've seen in the manga, we'll rank the manga characters. Actually, let's just put Full Metal Alchemist on here too. Isn't Full Metal one word? Why would we put Full Metal Alchemist on here? It doesn't have any good characters. Steins Gate. Die Buster. Gun Buster. Neon Genesis. I feel like it's like we don't care about the top of this list. We just want to talk about some characters we haven't thought about in a little while. Serial Experiments Lane. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Please tell me I can cut and paste this. True, I can. Characters per anime. We'll just go top 5. Fetch popular characters. Stop clear data. Import. I don't know how to do any of that. Advanced fetch options. Whoa, that's crazy. Anime character list per request. What does that mean? Candidate characters per checked per anime. Delay between requests. We don't need to worry about any of this advanced stuff. We'll stay in our lanes over here. What other silly shows do we got? Death Note, Cowboy Bebop, Revolutionary Girl Utena, Razafon, as if I remember anything about any of those characters. Devilman Crybaby? Then we'll just do Crybaby for that. We won't rank the manga characters. Help me out here, chat. Dragon Ball Z. Is there anything better in life than Dragon Ball Z? Do Naruto. I wonder if in this manga they flash back to a low-stakes comedy episode during the climax of the arc. You don't know nothing about nothing. The early Naruto flashbacks are very contextual. They ain't cutting away or cutting to a different timeline like later. Does Die Buster have 5 characters? It's got like 20 characters that are all introduced in that one episode where we kill them all off, all those cool pilots, and they all get little One Piece cards. You remember. Or import save Jinsen. We don't know how to do things like that. Did Ari make it so you can just import your Mel Jinsen? Let me check. If you do 5, then you'll get Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, Kakashi, Shikamaru twice. Make it 20. We should, because I do want a bunch of Naruto characters. But we can't, we literally can't for the rest of them, right? Is there a workaround for this? I don't think so. So I think we're going to have to settle with 5. That does suck, though. Miller the Killer's making a good point. Elite Ari could watch this. You might not have to type anymore. Oh, no, that's crazy. Never mind. It's just tier list Jensen. True, Mr. Gem's embarrassing himself in real time. Are we forgetting any? If we've forgotten them this far, were they really that good in the first place? Good point. Wonder Egg Priority. Pokemon, obviously. What are we doing here? Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been watching a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTube videos, which is not good for your health, but I've been doing it. We also got to do Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, obviously. And obviously Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. But after that, I wasn't watching, so we're not doing anything else. I gotta piss. Any other anime? Hunter x Hunter, My Hero Academia. Good point. Hunter x Hunter. I know enough of these fucking characters. I'll put that old man in D tier. I don't give a fuck about him. Yu-Gi-Oh! You gotta stop watching anime for children. All anime is for children. You can just not rank whatever characters, make it big. But there's also a thing after this where I can X out a bunch of characters. I just don't want to do that for a bunch of things. And we might be surprised, because Sakura is probably not going to be in the top 5. But the rest of them probably will be. Netero's beating Hashirama's ass, bro. You don't know nothing about nothing, and you better keep your mouth shut, Miller the Killer. Watch some anime with tits in it. Or where people die. True, let's put freezing on here and see if I can remember any of the freezing. Oh my goodness, Black Lagoon. All the ones I recommended to Elite RE on Elite RE's new little service, I don't care enough about. Wait, let's go to EliteRE.com. Wait, where's the anime poll? Did everybody suggest? Oh, 19 anime. Some people have been suggesting something. Obviously, everything that I voted for, or I submitted, I voted for. So I put School Days on here because that'd be funny. I put Berserk 2016 because Elitari's got to watch it. I put Psycho Pass because it's bad and I want Elitari to say it's bad. I got Ninja Scroll because it's the greatest movie of all time. And I put Maidens of the Savage Season because it's another anime I've seen. And I put Pokemon Origins because it would be funny and it's only 4 episodes and Elitari shouldn't just exit out. He should watch it. And then we got all of Heath's shit over here. And then Miller the Killer put a bunch of his shit on here. And then maybe some other people. Dragon Ball Daima, terrible. Porco Rosso, bad. Pop Team Epic, bad. I think this is all, yeah, it's just Miller the Killer stuff. So that's not good. But remember, everybody, you get to submit 6 things on Elitari's current poll, and you've only got 4 days. Now, there's no way to sort by, like, what has the most votes. I'm pretty sure everything just has 1 vote at the moment because nobody has, like, suggested anything not unique. But true, you don't have to submit things. You can just vote too. Now, it will be funny if literally every single thing on this poll just has 1 vote because everybody just wants to suggest their own things and don't want to jump on the bandwagon. But alas, that might be how it works. Yamada's first time. Let's be serious for a second. Who randomly voted in Snaffy? We don't know what that is, Heath, but you probably did it. I did the 6 at the bottom. Is this placement for the wheel? Yes, Mr. Gems. Did you not watch the VOD? My goodness gracious me. And I think that might be it. I'm going to pee, though. Should I make you watch this video? Or should I make you watch my videos? No, let's find something better than this. You guys don't need to suffer this good. Stream is back. Why modern anime avoids the One Piece model. True. We can watch a Don scene. Wouldn't that be epic? Duelist of the Roses, full story. You guys got to learn about Duelist of the Roses while I'm gone. Listen to this soundtrack. It's the greatest of all time. Oh, this is the greatest intro of all time. Bro, Yorkshire of Yorkshire is freaking crazy. In France, Yugi Henry Tudor was the last Lancastrian heir. Now that's some crazy shit. You didn't even get to the part where Seto Kaiba shows up and he has the coolest song of all time. Anyway. I might be dumb, but I think you can pick 6 and also upvote others. You can upvote... Wait. Hold on. Everybody hold on. Let's bring EliteRE.com back up. So you're telling me I can vote for more than 6? Who's putting Akanabashi over here when obviously you got to put it on the anime poll? Let's see. Can I vote? Oh my god, 2 votes. So let's see something that's good. Anything good here? Recreators. Oh my god, I can vote. You can vote for unlimited things. Oh my god, battery savers on. We're not getting through this fucking tier list at all. That's not good. But Mr. Gems is putting things in now. That's crazy, but I don't see anything else I want to vote for. So, and stop voting for Psycho Pass. I hate that show. Well, let's see how far we can get into this fucking thing. The voting system is bad because I would vote for Psycho-Pass, but by doing that, I would lower the chances of something I like winning. Well, that's why we need to include more people. I might be dumb, true. Yeah, I voted for 2 shows already up. We figured it out. Nah, if you recommend 6 things and then vote for something else, it just takes your vote away from your reek. Oh my god, I didn't know that. Surely that's a mistake. I don't know, Alito, he's not here to defend himself. Scroll down. This is terrible. Narrator Berserk. Get rid of this fucking idiot. Judo, let's get rid of him. Well, we need somebody in D tier. Itachi, Kakashi, Naruto, Sasuke, and Shikamaru. So, Alito... Oh, no, we're just doubling up. True. Let's do Kakashi twice, Naruto twice, Sasuke twice, Shikamaru twice. Monkey D. Luffy's... Oh my god, let's get Law the fuck off my screen. Yeah, whatever. We can rank these guys. We don't need... Well, we can get rid of Nicola and Cassio. We don't need these guys. Kochi, we need to keep. Remember this girl? She had a kid or something. True. Let's just go. We don't got time for this, everybody. Who the fuck are these people? What show is this? Oh, this is Freezing. I was like, I don't remember any of these fucking girls, okay? They all got their clothes ripped off or something. And then the boy main character is not in the top 5, so that's pretty epic. Yamada's first time? True. Oh, the lolly girl. I vaguely remember her. This was the best friend girl. And then we got this one. We didn't include this girl's boyfriend. He was cool. Now, build tier list. Now, isn't this terrible? Do I literally have to drag and drop, or can I, like, click and drop? No, I have to drag and drop. Never mind, I don't think I can do this, because I don't know how to scroll while, like, holding on to something, because I don't have a mouse wheel. If I click with one, so I grab with one, I would have to zoom out a lot. Eren Yeager fucking sucks. Put that bitch in B tier. And I can't, like, click and go... Put this guy here. So I don't think we can do this without a mouse. Unless there's some crazy way to scroll up. Oh my goodness, we're scrolling up. Hold on. We did it somehow just now. I've been defeated. Not by the battery, but by the limitations of being a laptop. This is unfortunate, everybody. Heath's favorite One Piece character, True Law. Fact, Oda peaked when writing Law's backstory. I didn't know Heath liked Law. Ari hates trackpad users. Fact, Luffy saving Law is the best save the princess moment in One Piece. We don't know anything about that. Alita might be watching. Armin Arlert is the worst. C tier. Mikasa Ackerman. Oh my god, did you see it moving up? Oh my god, it moved up even more. S tier, of course. Hanji, whatever, you can go in A tier. We don't like Hanji here. Hanji's lame. Oh my god, look. I can maybe reach him if I can identify him from here. Guts, we love Guts, he's S tier. It's not dropping. Ay. Scroll up. Do it, you can do it. Scroll up. Hold on. Now can we do it? Nope. Clearly, Alita is bad at designing websites. Oh my god, it scrolled up. Griffith S tier. Let's just go through them and say what we would do, huh? Casca S, Griffith S, Judo D, Itachi S, Kakashi S, Naruto A, Sasuke probably A, Shikamaru S, Itachi in S again because he's so cool. He killed his whole clan. Luffy S, Zoro B, Sanji A, Robin A, I guess. Edward Elric B, Roy Mustang B, Alphonse Elric C. That guy's boring as fuck. Hawkeye is the worst character of all time because she cried that one time and that was pathetic, so D tier. Olivia is just a cooler version of this dumb broad. Winry, A probably. We liked Winry, but then their love confession scene at the end fucking sucked and ruined the whole manga. Even though it was already pretty bad. Or not that great up until that point. Kurisu A. Okabe A. Mayuri A. Suza A. Luca, I'm pretty sure it's Ruka, my goodness. A or B. Is there any S tier Steins Gate characters? Steins Gate's like a 9 out of 10, guys. Let's calm down. Momo is obviously the very top of S. Lulak is like B. We don't really care about Lulak. Taiko is S, obviously. Noriko is really cool. But is she an S tier character? High A for Noriko. Kazumi is B. Kochi is C? I don't know. And this guy's boring as fuck. Jung. Oh, did you see those jugs, bro? She could be an S just for that. But she was pretty cool. She's A. This girl had a kid. That was pretty cool. A. Asuka Langley Soyu Des. S tier. Rei, S tier. Shinji, probably S tier. Misato, S tier. Karu can go on A tier. Lane is pretty cool. She can go on S tier. Erisu, I don't know. She was fine. B or A tier. This guy was fine. B or A tier. The sister I like. A tier. The father is like C tier. Nobody cares about him. L, we hate L. He's going in D tier. Light, S tier. We love the Great Light. Ryuk, S tier. Misa, S tier. Maybe this Death Note thing is actually pretty good. M, Mello, he's like an A tier. He was pretty cool. He's kind of lame though. So maybe a B tier. Spike Spiegel, that's a B tier if ever I saw one. Faye Valentine, that's an S tier if ever I saw one. Edward Chung Woo Trufkowski IV is an S tier, of course. Jet Black is like a B tier. We don't really like Jet. He's lame. Jet's pretty cool, though. Ein, that's an S tier. Ein's a cute dog. Utna, that's an S tier. Anthy Himimiya from the great movie is obviously S tier. Anthy Himimiya from the great TV series is probably an A tier, you know. Jury, is Jury S or A? Probably high A with Noriko. Namini is obviously S tier. Choo Choo is obviously the best character and is an S tier. Oh my god, it's the Misato from Razafan. She actually fucks Shinji in the end. It's way cooler than that lame show. But it turns out through time dilation, they actually went to school together and are supposed to be the same age. And I think at the end of the show, they teleport to a world where they were the same age. So it's okay, guys. But Razafan is Ava alternative history, and its alternative history, its main focus is what if Shinji and Misato were allowed to be together in the end. And it's really cool. Oh my god, this is him. Ayato. This is Shinji. He was boring. He's just Shinji, but a little bit more whiny. This pink-haired girl, all the girls were really cool. This is the lesbian girl that ended up not being a lesbian with Misato. She was just like a fighter pilot. They have like planes that they fly. It's pretty cool. This girl was the Rei. She was singing all the time because that's what they do. It's about, Razafan is all about song, and that's how you like become one with your mecha. This girl I don't remember too much about. I should watch this show again one day. Akira Fudo from Devilman Crybaby is probably like B. Ryu from Devilman Crybaby is probably like B. Miki from Devilman Crybaby is probably a B. Miki, the other Miki from Devilman Crybaby is probably a B. This guy is probably C. The characters in that show want the appeal. Son Goku is like the epitome of B. Vegeta is obviously S tier. Future Trunks Suck is in the C tier. Gohan, when he's a teen Gohan, is obviously S tier. Piccolo, that's the epitome of A tier. Ai Alto was pretty cool. She can go in A tier. This girl, Rika Kawaii, that's with a K and a W or something. She used to say a really cute thing when she showed up, and she was my favorite, so she goes in S tier. The gay girl that's not gay is like B tier. This girl was pretty good too, but she can probably go in B tier. Uraraka is lame. I don't like any of their backstory or that silly stuff. The narrator from Pokemon, now that's an S tier. That's a funny guy. Satoshi, I don't know who that is. Pikachu is going in S tier. He's really cute. I don't know who these people are, but Jesse and James would obviously be S tier. The narrator from Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't remember a narrator in Yu-Gi-Oh! Thousands of years ago, when the pyramids were still young. That guy? But that's just Yugi. Yugi? Oh my goodness. How do you even rate these guys? And why is Yugi here 3 times? Why is Yugi and Kai aren't even in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, right? Maybe they are at the end. Or actually, Yugi's in the very first episode, right? But he's under like a hood. And maybe Kaiba's there at like the end. But obviously, Yami Yugi's the coolest character design to ever appear in human history, so he's S tier. But then he's immediately outclassed by the real greatest character design in all of human history, Seto Kaiba, so he's S tier. Joey is like the epitome of A tier. Little Yugi is so lame he could be in B tier. He's not cool at all. Jadai Yuki, I'm sure they mean Jaden. Yugi, right? His last name is Yugi or something. It's something funny like that. Jaden's pretty cool. He could go an A tier. But Chaz was obviously the coolest. This is the Vegeta of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, so he's an S tier. And that's it. We didn't get to the fat guy or the blue-haired kid or that Zane dude from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX or that Alexis chick. Now, you say, that actually might have been his name in the dub even. Fudo, like Akira Fudo, he was pretty cool. He could go an A tier. Now, this Rose girl, they ended up like getting together or something. This Rose girl is S tier. She was great. This guy was just lame, dweeby, whiny Kaiba, so he goes in B tier. This Crow guy was pretty cool. He can go in A tier. This wacky girl, I don't remember at all. Todoroki sucks. Put him in C tier. Bakugo was really cool until he cried that one time, and that was pathetic, so he's going in B tier. Izuka Midoriya, that's a C tier. We don't like that guy. Shida Aizawa, never have I seen a worse Kakashi ripoff. He's going in C tier. This guy I didn't even like, and I saw the manga part where he did something, so he's going in C tier. Now, who were the good My Hero Academia characters? All Might. We liked All Might. And we liked... Did we even like All for One? His introduction was pretty cool. Best Genist. I remember Best Genist. And I remember the Orca Whale guy. He was pretty cool. One guy was like as thin as paper. He was pretty cool. Now, were any of the class people good? I did like the Frog Girl, but everybody liked the Frog Girl. The Love Girl. What was her name? Uraraka Uchako-chan or something? She was pretty cool. Anybody else cool? Tokiyami. That was the bird guy. He was kind of cool, but not that cool. Momo had giant boobs. That was pretty cool. And the ear girl, she had ears. And I'm out of My Hero Academia characters. Those were the best ones. Midnight. She liked sex and stuff, I think. That was crazy. Now, from Hunter x Hunter, do I remember liking anybody? I saw Cholo for like one scene, and he seemed pretty cool, bro. Killua was pretty cool. Gon was pretty cool. They were like two A-tier characters. Kurapika is lame. Kurapika's like C. And Leorio is not much better. He's like B. Hisoka, he was a bad guy. He tried to fuck that one girl in that hotel room. That was pretty cool. But I don't really have any strong feelings about Hisoka. But Cholo was like quiet and stuff, so that was cool. So he's automatically better than Hisoka. Now I'm pretty sure Hisoka wants to fuck this dude. Now this is not his brother. That's a different guy who Hisoka also wants to fuck. Right? Cholo Lucifer, his last name is Lucifer, not Zydok. And we had to break this guy out of his like family prison one time. He had like a dweeby little brother. Hunter x Hunter was kind of cool. There was lots of little weird things. Like, they went to a mansion and had to, like, break out or something and do a puzzle. Am I supposed to be reading that one day? I think that was a New Year's resolution to do that in One Piece arc by arc, so that's epic. Revi is S tier, Balalaika is S tier, Rock is A tier, Roberta is A tier, Eda is S tier, Yamada is S tier, Yamada's friend is probably S tier too. They're a funny little duo. And Kosada sucks, he's like C tier. And there you go, we did the great tier list without a trackpad. That's epic. And I probably should have been looking at chat to see anybody fight. Lorda's substitution for Lang Raijin better than any Naruto character. Miller the Killer's fucking retarded. If that hasn't been made known to everybody. But, you know, now we all understand. Literally, how's Kakashi S tier? He's the coolest guy. Duh. He's got the coolest fight in Naruto, which I think Miller the Killer has passed by now. But also, it's only cool in the anime, probably. Remember that time they did Yu-Gi-Oh! On motorbikes? That's Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds with the great Rose girl that's in S. Where'd she go? I swear she's here somewhere. This is the bikes one. It's epic. Why didn't Kaiba make the cut? Kaiba's right here. He's S tier. Or are you talking about in the next series? The next series is like a whole new series. So I don't know why Kaiba and Yu-Gi-Oh! Here. Carl probably like the purple grape guy. Purple grape guy. Now, is this a rape joke or is this like a My Hero Academia character I'm forgetting? It's probably a My Hero Academia guy that I'm forgetting, but I don't remember him, so I kind of loved him. Unless there was, oh, purple grape soda. That's a Hunter x Hunter joke from when they're running or something. I vaguely remember this. That guy was fat. Or was that a different guy? There was a fat guy that was running, and I think he lost. Hisoka would never fuck an adult woman. Hisoka tried to fuck the girl with the vacuum, I think. Are you seriously mixing up Illumi with Trollo? They both have black hair, I'm pretty sure, so. Illumi's beating Itachi's ass. Nobody can beat Itachi's ass. Don't be fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I read that Kakashi fight was lame, felt something they just had to get out of the way. The peak of the series, the greatest anime fight of all time, the greatest anime episode of all time. But anyway, I said Kiba, Kyle. Oh, Kiba. I just forgot about Kiba so much, and I just wanted to talk about the great Kaiba. But true, Kiba didn't make the cut. That's upsetting. Bro forgot Mineta. Is he the grape guy? That's a rape guy if ever I've seen one. We like Mineta. He was funny. He tried to climb a wall one time at a hot spring, and then he like fell off the wall. But we were all supposed to hate that guy. Master Roshi was bad or something. No, the grape guy is from MHA. No, there's no grape guy in MHA. Bro mixed up Shizuku and Machi. Now we're just making character names up. Hunter x Hunter was cool. That's all we need to know about this. Now, let's go back and revisit our Naruto tier list. Wait, let's do that. We got like 1 second to go. Alita Re, this is your chance to leave the stream. Now, we're not actually going to listen to this because I will kill myself. Now, I got like 40% dislikes on this. Did I just see Inoki in fucking C tier? Now, this is before I had even thought about Naruto in 10 years, so you can't blame me for things. This is me hopped up on Naruto internet talking points, so let's not take any of this too seriously. D tier, we've got Iruka. True, Iruka's annoying as fuck. We hate that guy. Rock Lee and Mike Guy. I don't hate Mike Guy, okay? He's just overperforming. Oh my god, I hate Zetsu because he ruined the series. That's funny as fuck. Kiba C tier, 1010 C tier, Sai C tier. They just didn't do anything, bro. Kabuto B tier. Kabuto does suck. This is like the father of Neji? Oh no, that's Sasuke's dad, right? We've got Hinata, B tier. True, Hinata sucks. Shino, B tier, he sucks. We love Choji and we love Ino. What are they doing all the way down here? Hidano is boring. True, those are like the boringest Akatsuki members. Kurenai, we love Kurenai. What's she doing in B tier? Neji does suck. He's boring as fuck, so he deserves to be in B tier. Onko's the coolest. She's got big tits, so she should be in at least A tier. Haku is boring. True. No, we love the Haku backstory now. It's epic. Kakazu is boring. Yamato is boring. Shisui is barely a character, so... Tsunade is epic, Sasori is epic, Data is epic, Jiraiya is epic, Orochimaru is epic, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura are all epic, Zabuza is epic, Nagato is epic, Asuma is epic, Danzo is epic, Kasumi is epic, Inoki was in A tier, so that's good, Mai was in A tier, true, and the Raikage and Killer Bee are the least coolest of those characters. But then we've got the great S tier, where we've got Kakashi, the greatest of all Naruto characters, we've got Itachi, the greatest of all Naruto characters, Minato, the greatest of all Naruto characters, and the great Tamari in 4th. This is crazy. You probably got to put Hashirama up here somewhere, but you know, Gaara's the greatest, Shikamaru's the greatest, Conan's the greatest of all time. The best moment in all of Naruto is her Obito moment. Hashirama has the best backstory in all of Naruto. You ever heard of Warring States, bro? It's the coolest thing you've ever heard of. Tobirama is just as cool. Madara is not as cool as Tobirama, apparently. We got the great Obito, who I liked back then for some reason. I don't even think I like Obito now, so that's crazy. Hiruzen is S tier, that's true, he's epic. And we love the great Kankuro, too. Who can forget the great Kankuro? That's the definitive list. I don't think there's any missing characters. True, we were just pausing at the end. What do you think people were mad at? Imagine putting Kankuro and downvote this comment. Tier list where 1010 isn't D. Don't show Alita Re. Wow. Sasuke retrieval arc was bad and Naruto fights are boring. True! Oh my god, I'm cringing. I'm cringing. God help me. I want to get the part where you say Gaara Rock Lee fight wasn't cool. I might cringe so hard. True. Is it going to be an edit where I said that? Edit R, my fucking spine. I'll never be the same again. This guy's fucking stupid, bro. Let's downvote this comment too. Imagine putting Sakura, Sasuke, and Naruto in the same tier, Hinata only in B, totally disrespecting Iruka and Guy and putting Tobirama. Sakura, Zabuza, Tamari so high, lol, is he high? Seriously, these guys don't like me. I like Conan, but come on, Nagato is way better. Wrong. Tamari and Kankuro above Sakura. Wait, we want to upvote the sentiment there. I would put Danzo in F++. See, I told you, Villa, people hate Danzo. Because he's mean. Don't hate Danzo that much. True. Ino, fine as fuck. True. Rock Lee and Mike Guy supposed to be A tier because they both train so hard. True. I think you watched only 3 episodes of Naruto. True. What? I always like Gaara, Shikamaru, and Asuma. True. Rock Lee is a character which... Oh no, I responded to that. We don't want to read any of that. Bruh, never heard of hate on JoJo's? I'm confused. I must have shit on JoJo's in this. That's epic. Might Guy himself is pretty meh, I'll be honest, but when prepared with Kakashi, I fucking love him. This guy is bashing a tier list on how cool the characters are. The guy is basing a tier list on how cool the characters are. True. Who's your favorite character in The Sopranos? You'll have to wait and see. Oh my goodness, I'm a marketing genius. If you don't like the over-the-top stereotype, you probably won't like JoJo's. I must have said like a Guy and Lee were like JoJo's characters or something. I don't agree with this tier list at all, but again, it's yours, so ... true. While Sakura are really the same tier as Naruto and Sasuke, the people they hate Sakura. This tier list doesn't make any sense. Rock Lee doesn't suck. True. Your list was totally bad in my opinion, so I'll make a list of way better. S, Sasuke, Pain, Obito, Naruto, Kakashi. See, nobody's mad about the great Kakashi. True. D, Zetsu, Tenten, Kurenai. True, people really hate Kurenai because she's like pretended she was good at Genjutsu and then Itachi like beat her, and that became a joke in like Swag Kage videos. I don't know why people are mad. He's just an opinion on the characters. True. When it's this wrong, yes. You can say what you want about him putting Kankuro and Tobirama in S tier is totally nonsense. Why is Tobirama in the same conversation as Kankuro? Putting Danzo, Sakura, Sasori, that high in the same... Oh, this is like the same comment from before. I hate this guy for putting Lee in D. You fucking have Kankuro above Naruto, Sasuke, and Jiraiya. Did you even watch the show? It's true, I didn't even watch the show. It's upsetting. Damn it, Kyle Itachi surpasses all the characters in Naruto in such a fantastic way. He should have his own tier and put S below that. No other characters, and so especially Gaara and Tamari. What kind of list is this? Damn it, Kyle. Oh, this is JoJo. Who can forget the great old JoJo? Oh my god, we can translate this. What a terrible tier list. You made the Narutards mad. True. Look at this great Goku profile picture. Kakashi and Itachi are nothing compared to Might Guy, and why is Sakura at the same level? She should be dear because she's trash in Team 7 and disagree in a disgrace to Konoha. Well, that's upsetting. They didn't even use any jutsu or anything in that Kakashi fight. True! Except they did sometimes. They used Mud Wall and something. I don't know what was in this shitty manga. And I don't know how you would do a match shot in manga, but I'm pretty sure I read that chapter one time and I thought it was cool, so... Conan S is wild. Conan's the greatest of all time. She's got paper bombs. Tobirama is so cool that you can forgive the racism. It's true. And then he's flying Raijin Sasuke out of danger that one time. So we forgive his racism. Hopefully, Miller the Killer has already seen that. Car forgetting that YouTube comment dislikes are so fake that you refresh the page and they go away. True. Kankuro being better character than Tamari. Being a better character than Tamari and getting infinitely more was not something I expected before I started reading. I feel like that's not true, but Miller the Killer did just read it, so that's crazy. Rock Lee genuinely gets the least of the kids in part 2, like zero exaggeration. He kicks Madara once and that's it, lol. It's true, because Guy's just there and he's just like a grown-up Lee, so they just give anything he might do to Lee. I don't know, I think that implies that Miller is up to the Guy stuff, but okay. But true. Weren't we on 15% 20 minutes ago? 8%. Well, I guess I got the next battery warning in like 1 second. True. Oh my goodness, look at this great top chat with no Miller the Killer. Tamanari is genuinely not a character in the manga. She does literally nothing. Well, she's a character in the great anime, and she's got personality and sass, and that's all we need. Ooh-wee. I'm scratching, alright? Leave me alone. Ay. Now, what the freaking hell was I about to say? I was about to say something conclusive and definitive and important and smart. But I forgot what it was. I gotta finish Bakuno tonight. And then I'm gonna try and organize when we're gonna talk about this silly show. But true. Well, everybody, I forgot what I was gonna say. So that's where I clock this button. And clock this button. You ready? Don't be scared. Everything's got to come to an end sometimes. Start watching Recreators. True, we do have to do that. But don't worry, I'm sure it's going to happen, Mr. Gems. I'm sure.